Hi guys, it's Margaret Skype, and in this video I want to cover all metals. Let's talk about all metals and why you should or should not get it, or if you're thinking of an alternative metal, this video is for you. We're going to talk about titanium, tungsten, stainless steel, ceramic, brass, bronze, silver, platinum, gold, and palladium. So stay tuned for those. Without further ado, let's go. Number one, I want to talk about tungsten. These rings have been around for a while. They look like this. They are masculine, heavy rings. Very inexpensive. I believe these are between $40 and $250, depending if you're getting a ring without anything, like here, it's just the metal all around, or if you're getting something with diamonds, like this one has black diamonds, and this one has white diamond in front. These are popular for a lot of my clients because they never stain. It's not possible, they won't. They look very interesting on hand. They have so many cool designs on the market now. A lot of men absolutely love them. They have them in both women and men's designs. The only downside, in my opinion, to these is one, it is not resizable. So if you're buying something like this, just make sure that you know the design and hopefully it stays, because there's a large chance that down the road you will have to get a new ring once you get fatter, skinnier, whatever your lifelong is going to bring towards your body. So that's the only downside, in my opinion, is that you're committing to this ring on such a special day. In my opinion, you're saying your I do's, and at the same time, this ring is not forever. I guess that's what kind of crashes in my head, that, and maybe it's just me, it could be, but in my opinion, it's like on that day you want to kind of keep the ring, but then you know that life is going to go through ups and downs, and most of my clients need a different size ring at some point. So it's not a problem. Most of the times we just order, or most of the times they get it right away. Like I have a client who bought one size and then half a size smaller and half a size bigger, just in case, or if he gets swollen. Some guys do get swollen, maybe they drink a little too much or whatever the case is, so they do end up getting two sizes of the same ring. If it's like $80, who cares, right? So it's inexpensive, it's a cool design ring to have, but the only downside is that it's not resizable. They're made in mass production, and there's no way, we don't have the machinery to resize these. That's tungsten, okay? The only other thing I want to say is that if you are a woman, same thing, right? You want to make sure that you're getting either a couple of sizes, or you're getting some kind of design which is not over the top, I want to say, so that it lasts. Because this design, for example, they discontinued the one with the black diamond in. So if you got this design and got married with it, it would be hard to replace the same ring. You'd have to go for a different design. So that's the only thing. Keep in mind that if you're going for tungsten, you are going for something that may not last you forever like it should. So then we're gonna go to stainless steel. Stainless steel rings have been around for a while too. They're strong. They're also on the cheaper side. There's so many things that are done with stainless steel, like Rolexes, for example, are done with stainless steel. It's a great material because it doesn't stain, it's really nice on, there's not really no maintenance or anything. The same downside is that they're not resizable. So if you're considering a stainless steel ring, same thing, you can't resize it. So either get a few sizes or just kind of know that it's not forever. Then we have a very interesting material. I don't have it with me because I don't use it a lot, but I'm going to show it here. Carbon fiber rings, which were introduced only in 1970s. Before that, they were used as appliances, I think as like pieces of cars, and then used as plane pieces to make planes. So they were never a material for jewelry, but they were introduced in 1970s. And as a jewelry, they're actually very interesting because a carbon fiber material, you can even drive over with a car over it and nothing's going to happen to it. It is one of the strongest materials out there. And unlike tungsten, actually, tungsten can't shatter. So if you take tungsten and you hit it really, really hard, it can shatter. But with carbon fiber, that can never happen. The downside to carbon fiber, they are most of the times black. That's why they come in these funky designs. A lot of the times using different raisins or wood or something to like kind of spice them up, because carbon fiber, and so when it's black, it's not very interesting. Same thing, it's not resizable. It's lightweight, it's strong. The only downside it has, the second downside after the resizing, is that it's not ideal for electricians because they can't conduct a current. So if you're an electrician, don't go for carbon fiber rings. Now I want to talk about ceramic rings, which have been around for a while, but I don't have a lot of couples who want them as wedding bands, but I do get occasionally asked about them. The ceramic ones are the same thing. They're beautiful, they're lightweight, they have this pleasant feel to them, but they're not resizable, so it's a funky ring. I wouldn't do it as a wedding ring, maybe just a playful ring for you. Same thing. If you're getting it, might as well get it in larger size so you can kind of play around with the size, because once you can't fit in that size, you can't do anything about that. All of the ones that I said right now, they're all perceived as like cheaper rings or cheaper wedding rings. So if I have a couple who comes and says, we have a budget of $200 each for our wedding rings, I do have those type of clients. Everybody is on their own and everybody has different budgets. These are the rings we'll be discussing. We usually will be discussing these type of rings. The one after this is bronze and brass. The bronze and brass rings, I know you don't see them a lot. They do exist. The amazing thing is that they're actually castable, so we can cast the bronze and the brass rings, and we can resize them too. The downside is that it stains, so a lot of people don't like that. The great thing is that it's cheap. It's for those people that want to have cheap rings, but they don't want it to look like white. So the ones that we discussed right now, most of them are white, right? Like the stainless steel, the tungsten, the titanium, all of those are white. But the bronze is more brown and the brass is more yellow, right? I have bronze chain right here. My 8-year-old bought it for me. I don't remember where, and I do wear it as a sentimental value. It does stain, so I don't really love it, but I do wear it because she wants to see it on me. The other downside to that is you see how some of the parts became dark. So both the bronze and brass will get dark spots over time, needs special cleaning, and they also have this odor. I don't know if you ever came across with like some bijou jewelry and the chains, you can just smell it. They have these funky odors, so they're really like metallic smell to them, so which is probably not the best either. But nevertheless, they are possible to resize, they are possible to cast, and you can even come up with a design and do it in bronze or brass, especially if you want yellow gold tint without buying yellow gold. The one next I'm going to talk about is silver. Silver is common for wedding bands. Not so common these days, but we still get some orders, especially if people want a kind of retro dark spectrum of the rings, because silver will get dark over time, and some people actually love that darkness of silver. I know there are a lot of people that want to clean silver from that dark, and it's not that hard to do. I believe I have a video on how to clean silver, but one of the perks to silver is that it's resizable. You can do any design you want. It's exactly like gold in the sense that it's durable, it's great, it's soft. The only downside is it can stain your finger and it can get dark over time. So those are kind of the two things. But if you clean it on a regular basis, it should be fine. So that's silver. The next one I'm going to talk about is gold, which is the most common for wedding bands, of course. Gold is great. It's the most common in white, yellow, and rose gold. Although I do want to mention that it comes in all kinds of colors. There's purple gold, there's green gold, we have red gold, we have black gold. So if you're out there thinking colors, you can do wedding bands in purple gold. I just wanted to say that. I know it's crazy and some people maybe just found out about it, but there is such a thing as purple gold, and I can show you right here. It looks phenomenal, it's beautiful. It's more expensive because the mixture has to be done in a proper way and the casting has to be done just for your wedding bands because to arrive to that color, but it is beautiful nevertheless. So purple gold does exist, and so does green, red, and blue. So all spectrums of the rainbow. The gold is obviously soft and durable and great for everyday use, and it doesn't stain and it's lightweight. So gold is one of the most common wedding bands material out there. Now let's talk about platinum. Platinum is gray in its tone, also heavy because it's dense, perceived as more of a luxury item than even gold. A lot of luxurious necklaces and diamond rings and wedding bands are done in platinum. It's beautiful. It's really for someone who loves the gray undertone, in my opinion, because white is shiny. If you ever see white gold, it's really, really shiny. But platinum, on contrary, it's got that gray undertone, which a lot of my clients absolutely go crazy about. They only do jewelry in platinum, and it's just, they love that kind of timid gray undertone. It does look interesting because once you do like white diamonds, it's really cool when they're on a more timid gray undertone because they really come out. But some of my clients just hate that undertone, so you know, they love either 18K white gold, or with platinum, they rhodium it. You can't put rhodium on top of platinum, so it's shiny and white. It's just the problem is you have to keep doing it because platinum is gonna come back to its natural gray state over time. Other than that, great, expensive, just like gold, perceived as more luxurious material for wedding bands. And one of the greatest things of platinum is it's hyperallergenic. So just like actually titanium, carbide, tungsten, stainless steel, ceramic, all those are also hyperallergenic. You're not gonna get any allergy from those metals. The platinum is the same. So gold can give you allergic reaction. Those of you that do have it, you know, but platinum won't. So even for people that have problems with earrings, you get rushes or it hurts to wear gold earrings, you have to go for platinum. We have a lot of clients who go for platinum. Even if you get this part in gold, the part that touches your ear has to be in platinum. So if you're on the hypoallergenic side, know that platinum is for you. If you're looking for something more luxurious than, let's say, stainless steel or tungsten, platinum is the way to go if you're looking for hypoallergenic. Then there is palladium. Not many people know palladium. Palladium is just like platinum. I would say that it's a little bit more gray, but it's also lightweight. So if platinum is more dense, it's heavier in the finger, palladium will be light. They're almost identical in color. A lot of people love palladium. It's very rare that we get orders for palladium. We do get them, but rare. Great material. It is just as expensive as gold and platinum these days. Sometimes palladium is on the more expensive side because of the actual workmanship that goes into palladium, but I would say price-wise, it's up there with gold and platinum. We always have these fluctuations. Like a year ago, casting in platinum was cheaper than casting in gold because gold kind of spiced up. Now we have platinum at more expensive than gold, so it keeps fluctuating. That's why I keep putting them all together because they're always fluctuating. The platinum, gold, and palladium, so they're kind of on the same line, plus minus. The last one that I wanted to talk about, the material for wedding bands that you probably never heard of, is diamond. And you're like, what? I thought diamond was an ingredient you put on top. No, we have now, since the introduction of lab-grown diamonds. And actually, I want to say it has happened before. There is a solid, natural diamond ring exists in history. I remember it was sold at a Sotheby's auction. It was some kind of crazy amounts of money. I'll put it here, I'll research it later. But I remember it did exist. But now that we have the lab grown and they're much cheaper, we actually had an order for a couple who wanted wedding bands completely done from diamond. Completely done from diamond. So from start to finish, you just have a diamond. It's obviously expensive. I will show you right here what it looks like. It's beautiful, it's interesting, it's different, but of course it is non-resizable. So once you get that in, let's say, size 6, you are married to that at size 6, and it'll be really hard to move that because, well, it's just hard, right? You have your own ring in size 6 from a solid diamond. It would be really hard to do anything with it other than keep it in the family to tell cool story to your grandkids type of thing. But other than that, yes, diamond is the last material I want to talk about for wedding bands because it does exist. It's Margarita Skype, and I hope you learned something new in this episode. I'll see you in the next one.